I timed the tweet with the letter very specifically to be at a time where I was hoping it would kind of be the only pro wrestling story of that day, right?
Yeah, how'd you time that?
Just Thursday.
Yeah.
I was like, well, there's wrestling on every day of the week, so I had to pick one of them.
I get it. So Monday's Raw, Tuesday's the fallout of Raw.
I was trying to avoid WWE.
Wednesday's Dynamite, Thursday's SmackDown, Saturday's the fallout of, I get it.
Right, yeah. So that was kind of the idea behind it. And also just the timing with my availability being 2 days later. So I just wanted there to still be buzz by the time I was. And again, it's not like I had a ton of options. I was not given a large window of time to work with here. So,
but people handle not being re-signed in various different ways. Mm-hmm. You chose to write this very well-worded letter, put it out on social media. What made that your approach?
So I wanted, just in terms of my mental approach to it, I gave a lot of thought to what I wanted to do and how I wanted to approach this, right? Because I was in a very unique situation. I can't think of anyone else who was in a situation like that, because it's only recently that they really started letting contracts expire. And from what I can tell, everyone who had that situation was notified decently well in advance, like maybe a month or two out. So I don't know that there's a lot of situations where it was such a short window of time before the notification happened.
How short are we talking?
Well, I mean, I was on WWE Speed. And that aired, I think, 10 days after we taped it. And by the time that aired, I had already been notified. Mm. So I was on WWE programming knowing that I was not going to be with this company anymore, or at least having been told that, right? It wasn't set in stone. There was the possibility that it was a negotiation tactic. There was a lot of things on the table, and then that tweet, because I assume they have some sort of deal with Twitter in some capacity or some sort of payment, and Hunter tweets about it every week and mentions it. So he's tweeting about me. The tweet is on there. It's posted to the top of @WWE on Twitter, and it stays there until the next week. So I was the pinned tweet on Twitter under WWE one day before I posted that.
Wow. Yeah.
So that's how, and it's Speed, right? But at the same time, that I think 2.5 million people saw that post. So that's a relevant match in the WWE umbrella.
Yeah.
And then almost immediately you're getting this information from me that's like, they're not interested in me anymore. They didn't even make an offer. So I knew that I had those options. And frankly, lots of people were telling me to take a different approach mentally. It was suggested to me that I take a, let's call it a more classical approach. People have done this before where it's, and who knows what situation is what, but the standard approach is thank you for everything. I had a great time at WWE. I'm appreciative of everyone. We just couldn't agree on a new deal, and I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna make a name for myself, right?
And I'm excited for what's next.
I'm excited for next. Yeah. You keep it vague. You say we couldn't come to terms, whatever. It makes you seem like they offered you, but you feel like you're worth more and you're going to go prove yourself, whatever. So I had that option on the table, and that maybe there's a chance that another company sees that and they go, oh, he's worth X amount of dollars or whatever. It becomes a negotiating thing. My opinion was there was more value, maybe not monetary value, but there was more intrinsic value with the fans and with trust and just how I felt personally about everything in telling the complete and entire truth. Because I don't feel like the people who support me just for no reason. I feel like there's a large group of my fan base that loves how blunt and honest I am. And maybe that's what gets me in trouble, right? Maybe the blunt honesty is what rubbed the right people the wrong way, right? So,
but it's got you over on Twitter.
Yeah, and listen, I've talked before about the conversation that I had with CM Punk, and it was influential to me. I could see my career trending in maybe not my career, but I could see my support trending in a better direction after that. Once people started to see the real me and started to feel my honesty and feel my upfrontness and things like that, maybe my career suffered. I don't know. It's hard to say because I don't have an explanation. I was not told what happened in any capacity. So I can't say, oh, I should have done that. I shouldn't have done that. Because I just don't know.